Welcome to this channel on magnetic energy, technology, principles, applications. This video is about magnetic energy in music or sound, or I could even call it etheric sound. Something like that. So this is a model from the future. This is destined to be the future of humanity, magnetic energy technology. And kind of like Daenerys, there are many titles that magnetic energy goes by. So some of the things that you can say describe magnetic energy is it's clean nuclear power. Now that's a very unconventional statement because right now there's no such thing as clean nuclear power that is conventionally known anyway. So it's clean nuclear power. It's neutral ionic energy. And that's not something that you normally hear about, neutral ionic energy. Not only that, but it's supercharged neutral ionic energy that can actually flow through conductor and used in fields and force fields and everything else. So then the other thing that you could call it is transmuted etheric energy, and that's really important because this is an etheric model of the universe. And so magnetic energy has all these characteristics. Okay, this magnetic energy is the glue that holds the universe together. It is responsible for galactic interactions all the way down to subatomic interactions and gravitational interactions and electromagnetic phenomenon. So all these different expressions they involve magnetic energy in different forms, in different pulse rates, in different pressurized situations. So there's pressure in the universe, and compression of magnetic energy results in things like gravitational fields. So when you think about the universe and you think in terms of magnetic energy and it manifests at all these different levels and all these different ways, that's the type of energy that we're talking about. And we're talking about the technology that harnesses and utilizes that energy. So what the heck does that have to do with music? Well, this is kind of a fun topic, but it's a topic that's important because these principles also apply to sound in general. And you'll notice something about ancient peoples and the people around the earth thousands of years ago, and indigenous people. They were so in touch with the sounds of nature and the sounds that they would make and the tools that they would use to resonate certain vibrations and frequencies with sound, and they would use that to levitate objects. They would use that to perform these amazing feats. And part of what has shortchanged society today is that we have taken electricity and we have incorporated it into our musical process and our sound manufacturing process in so many ways. And so think about this for a second, okay? If you imagine that a sound, what we call a sound wave, which isn't really necessarily true, but let's just call it a sound wave for the moment. And you have this sound wave, and it's been generated by some sort of electrical phenomena. That could be an electric guitar or a keyboard or something. We are literally just getting the tip of the iceberg of what's contained in that energy that we call sound. Because of the electrical components in that, we are cutting off etheric exchange for so much of what's happening in that sound system or in that sound expression, if you will. Now, if you have like an acoustic instrument, and if you've ever been in a high vibrational ceremonial state or a transcendental meditative state with some sort of acoustic instrument that has vibration, like a guitar is a great example of that, you've been in that state where you have that vibration of that instrument has contributed to your meditative, your energetic state, your transcendental state. You know exactly what I'm talking about. An acoustic instrument produces an energy of sound that is so deep and so rich that you cannot mimic it when you incorporate electrical signals into the sound generation. And so one of the things that we want to not only do is, as we move through this transition and as society goes into a more enlightened state of being, if you will, you will probably see more acoustic instrumentation come back online and less electrical. But and as electrical music production gets phased out, you will see the magnetic musical production come into play that tries to incorporate a richer, deeper, etheric mechanism in that music. And so you'll see things like special alloys and crystalline structures that offer a lattice, a three-dimensional lattice that we use in certain mediums that will incorporate a much fuller recording of sound that goes infinitely deep. Remember, when everything in this etheric exchange model has energy that goes deep to near infinity, and I'm not even overstating that. It's really important to understand that. And as we start incorporating neutral magnetic technology and neutral ionic energy into sound production, you will get, people will understand exactly what I'm saying, because as you enhance that musical energy and that sound energy, that sound vibration, and you enrich that etheric flow, that music becomes so powerful, it takes people to other dimensions. It changes their consciousness. It changes their inner experience. It creates things like levitation and out of body experiences and all that. And as a quick side note on that, if you've ever been into binaural beats or hemi-sync technology, those are really cool, but a lot of times that doesn't work for people. And one of the reasons that is because we are using an electrical technology and medium to transfer that information. But when you use magnetic recording devices and I know there is magnets involved in electrical recording devices, the problem is we are not fully utilizing the magnetic field the way we should be. We need to get into a more neutral magnetic field so that we capture and that we harness and we boost the etheric response, because the etheric field is neutral, and that's something that Tesla used to talk about, and it's absolutely true, especially when you look at the units that we have worked with. So when you take magnetic energy technology, pure and with neutral magnetic energy technology, and you start doing things like binaural beats and hemi-sync technology, people will literally go out of their bodies, and they will do it in the most amazing manner because the energy is so transformative. It's hard to even express the difference. There's no comparison. It's night and day energy. Now, also, when you get into future concerts, for example, you will have this exchange of etheric energy, a heightened accelerated exchange. You will have an inflow and an outflow of etheric movement through an entire auditorium. And what we will do, the sound will sit on those etheric vibrations. It will sit on those etheric pulses, and they will be enhanced tremendously. So the experience is all encompassing. You no longer really have speakers. What you have is an etheric flow of energy that is enhanced with sound vibration. So it's an all-encompassing experience. It's not just limited to your physical hearing, okay? This type of sound mechanism engages your energy body, hearing, if you will, as well. So yes, on the energetic level, our energy bodies, we experience sound fully from head to toe. That sound vibration goes through our energy bodies, and we experience that fully and fully encompassed. Now, if you've ever had an out-of-body experience and you've had that experience, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're not just limited to organs that are like our ears. It's a full body experience, and that's the same thing that will happen with magnetic energy technology, that you're riding on etheric vibration. You're riding on etheric pulsation with your sound. All sound and every frequency of sound that we call frequency of sound, every vibration of sound is available in the universe at all times, and it's available instantaneously through the etheric flow. Okay, so when you are generating sound with a type of magnetic device, as soon as you resonate, as soon as you have that sound going, you are instantly attracting more etheric energy that is of that same vibration. The problem is when we've had electrical technology, that cuts off that additional resource of information, that additional resource of energy from the etheric realm. But when you're using neutral magnetic energy vibration, you open the door to an additional flow of energy, of etheric energy and sound vibration, and you enhance it so tremendously. Like this, it will change people's existence. It will change how they listen to music. And at some point, there's no doubt that we will go back, people will go back and they will etherize or magnetic energy. They will convert existing sound songs and concerts and recordings. They will convert those into a format that includes a hyperdimensional component to them so that there is a boost of energy with that flow. Now, here's the thing. You cannot record on a medium like we do right now and expect to get the full range of etheric vibration and sound and the deepness that comes, that eternal, that infinite deepness, when you just have some sort of medium. So for a while there, when we had like albums, there was a certain quality to that, and then we went from analog to digital, and we cut off even more of the depth of sound. When we go to the magnetic energy model of music and of sound, we will get back to the full richness of sound that nature intended, and it will be transcendental, it will be transformative, and it will blow people's minds, and they will listen from a completely different point of view. And the energy imbued in that, the energy that comes through that experience, will be absolutely life altering. And so this is just a fun, quick little video on what the industry of music, how it could start to transform, how things could be so much more grand than what we're currently experiencing when you stop recording with a hard medium or a digital medium or an electronic medium, and you start recording or expressing music through an etherically based medium. Then you are opening the door to just the future of music, the future of sound, the future of sound technology, and how that will influence industry, how it will influence transportation, communication, everything, because there's a sound vibration, etheric sound vibration component to all magnetic energy technology. All of the units have frequencies and sounds and harmonics that help them do what they do. The universe is full of resonance, and that resonance and those frequencies and those harmonics have certain sound vibrations to them. And what we want to do is open all of that up into our processing of our music and our sound in general in society, and that will greatly enhance our lives. And with that said, I will see you next time.